Welcome back viewers. In today's video we will be checking out the BigLinux KDE Desktop. So let us start. So this is the Grub bootloader screen. There got some advanced options. So you can see here there are two kernels based on Manjaro kernel 5.15.65 and one is the fallback or the recovery kernel. And you have got the snapshot option. You can directly boot into any snapshot that was taken previously. This is the splash screen of BigLinux. It is quite different. It is very unique. This is the login screen of BigLinux. We have got uh, X11 Plasma session and we got a control center. So I don't know how they have given the control center here. It is very unique. Of course, it will be helpful if the control center is available right at the login. So let us click on this. What happens? Let us see what happens. So I think it will open up the desktop layouts. Let us see what happens when we select the change desktop control center. So something, yes, so it is directly opening up the theming section of the control center. So you can directly go to the control center. So this is very helpful. Suppose you have got some issue with the control, say you have got issue with your display resolution, then you can reboot the system and on login during the session you can choose the control center session. So control center is available as a session. So this is very innovative idea. So then you can enter into the control center, go to the display resolution and change the system resolution to a resolution that works. So this is fantastic. You can see here, this is the main control center. You have got the network and internet, phone, customize, region and language, multimedia accounts, privacy, server, devices, system. So here all the system components are there. You can manage them from here. You have got this devices control. You can install any drivers that are missing and causing your system not to run properly. HP printers and scanners are directly available. They are available by default. So suppose you have got some keyboard layout issues, then you can go over here. Yes, and then you can change the layouts from here. Available packs, layouts, formats. You can even change the formats also from here. Local formats. So this is most innovative use of control center as a session I have seen. Where is this display? The display should be there. Display resolution. Let us check. Energy, graphics, drawing, tablet. Here only brightness control is there. They should have given this screen resolution. That would have been very helpful. Let me check. Yes, KDE control center is available. So you can open the KDE control center, go over to the display and monitor, and then you can repair your resolution. So suppose if your resolution is not working and you are not getting a either you are getting a blank screen or you are getting a out of bounds resolution, then you can reboot the system. In the session chooser, you can choose a control center as a session instead of the desktop as a session, and then in the control center open the KDE settings and then you can change the resolution that will work on your system. You know which resolution will work on your system, so you can use that. So this is very helpful. So now what I will do is I have closed it, closed the control center. So closing the control center again takes you back to the login screen or the session manager, and here now you can choose the plasma session as a X11 session. So this is a XOG session. There is no Wayland session available. At the left you have got a virtual keyboard, so that's nice. So virtual keyboard can be minimized using the escape key, and then you have to just input your password and we will log in into the KDE X11 session. Now first of all I will like to correct the resolution of this system. Right now it is not filling the screen, so I will go over to the KDE control center. Here it is. Yes, go over to display and monitor, change the resolution. Yes, keep the resolution. Now I will close this right now. Okay, on this the close button, minimize and the maximize buttons are on the left side instead of the right side. So you have to take care. You might not be uh, conversant with this style of the window controls. This is available in Cinnamon Desktop also. In Linux Mint Cinnamon Desktop, you can do like this. So this is the control center. What I will do is we will first minimize this. We will go in the control center later. First, okay. So still I am also not very much used to this. So first we will do the introduction to BigLinux. So let us start. So the initial settings are available in the welcome screen. You can directly go and do the settings for themes, desktop and settings. You can choose your avatar for your profile and you can change the language packs and do the regional settings. So first we will check out the themes, desktops and settings. So these are the themes that were available during the time of installation also. At that time we have chosen the Materia dark. So we can change right now also if you want, or we can keep it. So what we can do is let us change over to, maybe we can go with this fluent solid dark. Let us, okay, so you need to restart the session. So let us do it. Let us see what happens. Okay, then in the desktop session, of course we will go with the Mac, or we can change over to this GNOME style desktop layout. And in the settings you can change over the performance mode. You can change the browser acceleration. You can do the browser configuration. So Brave is the default browser. So since we have changed the theme, we will have to log in out and then log in again. So what we will do is we'll just close it right now. Close this also. So clicking on this big icon in the dock below will give you the settings for the system. So this is the application menu itself. Go over to the power and session and then you have to log out first. And now you have to log in again. So that will change the theme of the desktop. So this is fluent dark theme. Yes. So where we will, okay, we were at this themes, desktop and settings. So we'll continue there. So in the settings, you can toggle the performance mode on and off. So right now I'm toggling it. Let us see what happens. So it has toggled on, and you can toggle the browser acceleration also. If you are using a browser, restart it to apply the changes. Okay. There are some browser configurations. So you can toggle to remove the advertisements and support cryptocurrencies. So I will not do that. It is dangerous. So I will not do it because cryptocurrencies are not officially recognized, supported by Indian government. I will not do. You can do it in your country if it is supported by the government. And there are other issues also with the cryptocurrency. Then maybe they will in the through the backdoor they will install any program on my laptop to do the mining. So I'm very cautious about such things. Choosing programs to load into memory during the boot. So here you can choose which programs will load at the startup. So already Firefox, Brave and Google Chrome are loaded into memory during boot. So it is quite heavy, so we can reduce this. So I will remove the Brave. I don't use Brave. Firefox is okay for me. Even Google Chrome also I don't use. So I will disable them. LibreOffice, okay. Desktop KDE, of course, we will require that. What is Pale Moon? I don't know. Pale Moon might be some browser. I have not used it. Opera I have used, so I will keep Opera. I want Opera to start up the background. Vivaldi I am not using. Epiphany sometimes I have used. So okay, so these four applications will now boot into memory during the boot. Further down, connect RGB from keyboard. That is not required right now. Windows buttons on the left side. So if I want the Windows buttons, that is the window control buttons on the right side, I have to disable this. So very good. Just toggling the disable causes the shift of the control window control buttons from the left to the right. So this is good for me. Block desktop editing. Okay, this is a safety feature. Search archives, you can enable it. So it is a matter of privacy. Inverted touchpad scrolling. So this is required for the left-handed users. Hide boot manager grub. So if you toggle it on, you will not get the bootloader options, grub options to select the recovery kernel and any other things. Okay, then enable numlock on the system startup. So this is good for people who are doing accountancy, mathematics, all those people. So that is a matter of personal choice. So over and all, I am pretty impressed by the themes, desktop and settings available on this Linux distro. It is like never, I have not seen such settings in any other Linux distro, and I was very much impressed that they have offered the control center as a session during the start. So if you have got some any dangerous or any issues that are causing the system not to boot, then we can repair those by directly going into the control center and doing away the harmful changes and then reboot into a good system. Okay, so this was good. I think this is the night mode toggle. Yes, in just one click you can toggle between the light and the dark mode. So very effective and innovative way of providing settings to the users. And this is the user control or the system administration, user administration. So here you can specify the email ID, you can change password, you can add profile picture, you can add new users, you can change the account types from here. In the language packs right now, let me check which language packs. Okay, so English Indian and English US language packs are installed. So you can remove or add any of the language packs you require. Spell checker is enabled by default. GIMP help is enabled, and the hyphen, and this is the hyphenation and justification package is enabled by default. So this is very good. You can install further packages that support the languages from here. So this is very innovative way to provide such controls here on the welcome screen itself. Now we will go ahead. So right now the Brave browser is the default. We can change the defaults to Firefox. So Firefox is now default, and you got the option to change over to other browsers. Let us see what happens. Okay, it has opened up the, I think the store is open now, and you can add or remove the browsers from here. So it has opened up the window with all the browsers, so you can just manage your browsers from this single window. At the top there is a toggle for the native programs. So native programs are better integrated into the system and undergo further testing before being made available, and therefore it's the best option when the program you want is available in more than one installation type. So you have got a choice to install from the AUR, or you can install as a Flatpak. So this is fantastic. The Flatpak support is there by default. It is pre-installed in the ISO. So this is another positive point for this Linux distribution. I am totally amazed by the way the system has been designed by the developers. So really fantastic. So these are the native programs that window is opening. So we have got this host of browsers. Then there are two AUR programs, that is the Microsoft Edge and the Google Chrome. So those are also available. So green means we can install them, and I think red means it is already installed and you can remove them. So that is a good logic. And there is one simplified mode here also. So what happens when you click on the simplified mode? It is not working. So this toggle is not working, or maybe it requires a restart. So I think on every screen, every control center screen, you can toggle between the light and dark mode. So this is also added advantage. So I got a fine granular control. Okay, so what I will do is now I will close this. We will go ahead. So this is the code you can scan to connect your device with the KDE Connect installed in this system. So your device will get connected. So this is the big driver manager. Let us open it. So video virtual machine driver has been already installed. So this driver is a free software, and then you can, I think, check out different drivers for the video card. So here, this is very good, very good. This is fantastic. You can see here, you can select and install the NVIDIA and hybrid graphics drivers. So NVIDIA 470XX Prime driver is there, video hybrid driver is there, and this is general, I think, video hybrid and NVIDIA Prime driver. Then you have got NVIDIA Prime and video hybrid. Okay, so this comes with Bumblebee. Okay, so this is video hybrid Intel and NVIDIA 390XS with the Bumblebee. So if you install this, the drivers will be installed along with the Bumblebee, and then you can change the mode between the two graphics. So you can use integrated Intel integrated graphics as well as the NVIDIA. You can just change it over using the Bumblebee. And this is the proprietary 470 Prime driver. This driver is also proprietary. This is proprietary. Okay, so all these drivers are proprietary. And this is video hybrid Intel NVIDIA Prime. This is also proprietary driver. And you got the video Linux. So this driver is free. So this is the Noview driver. Then you got the mode setting driver. So this is also free driver. You got the NVIDIA 390. This driver is proprietary. You got the video NVIDIA 470. So this is proprietary. So fantastic the way they have given the user control and options to choose and install the software. So the latest drivers are below. This is the 515 driver, video NVIDIA 515 driver. Then video Open Chrome is there, NVIDIA 470 driver, video NVIDIA 390 driver, video SIS USB, video S3, video Visa drivers, video rendition drivers. So fantastic the way they have done it. It is very easy to check out, search and install. Then this is the Voodoo video driver for the Voodoo graphics card. Fantastic. I am surprised no other Linux distribution did like this. It is very user friendly. And let us check out. So for the webcam, you can install this. Some certain 3 drivers are there for the webcam. Only I think this company is sealed touchscreen controllers. Then for digital TV, you got this firmware for the digital TV. So you can make your system as a digital TV by installing this driver. So you require the hardware, and then you can, if the hardware is there, you can use this firmware drivers and then make your desktop screen work as a TV. These are the scanner drivers. So Epson scanner is there, iScan is there, Kyocera is there, Lexmark is there, Panam FS is there, Ricoh is there, Samsung, Sane, Epson, Perfection. So host of printer drivers are there, and HP is installed by default. So that's great. These are the Bluetooth drivers. So you can choose your Bluetooth manufacturer and install its driver. This is the printer. So further you can see brother printer is also there. So earlier it was scanner, now the printer drivers are there. So brother is there. So I think other manufacturers will also be there, but mostly I'm seeing the brother drivers in the printers. No, it is very long list. That's fantastic. Yes, Canon is also there. Cup Xerox print drivers are also there. Konica is there, Kyocera is there, Minolta is there, Ricoh is there. So that's great. So you got a good support for the hardware. You can install the Wi-Fi drivers. So everything is there. All the sections available. For the sound cards also, there are two firmwares available. So with this, we will move forward. In the big info, you will get a system info that will be shown on the screen. It will detect the hardware and show the information here on the screen. Okay, so it is showing us the hardware. The video card, motherboard. I will not go too much because certain data like the network IPs and I should not show. So I will close this down. So detailed information is available in the hardware information. This is the, I think, printer menu right here. Yes, so no printers are configured, but you can do the configuration from here. That's great. Now here you got this web apps, big store, noise reducer is there, configure system voice, TTS and OCR for PDF. So what I will do is first let us check out the big store. In the big store, there are categories. For the internet category, you have got the browsers, cloud storage, sharers and torrent downloaders, remote access, news feeds and RSS, email clients, download clients, messengers and conferences, and network tools. So I will just open a few. I will not open everything because then it will take too long. So we have checked this earlier. In the cloud storage, let us check out. I will just scroll. You can read for it for yourself. Otherwise, it will be very long video. Now we will go to the office section. So in the office suite, only LibreOffice is there. They should have given more office suites. In the graphics section, let us check out the 3D and CAD editing. Popular software is available. that most people use in day-to-day work. So now we will go over to the audio recorders and converters. Video players. Online radio. Game utilities. Game managers. Different sections of game or categories of games. You even got a game creator, so you can create your own game. Some educational games are there for kids. System tools. Virtualization tools. Code editors and IDEs. Databases. So that's it. It has got a host of softwares available because Manjaro is packed with software. So all those softwares will be available here. Also the software from AUR, that is the Arch user repository, is also available. Now we will go ahead. Let us check out the web apps. Here you can add the different web apps. You can give the URL, then it will convert that URL into a web app. For example, if you give the URL of your Gmail, then it will convert the URL into a Gmail, and you can directly access your Gmail from the pinned icon for the web app. And you can specify which browser will use the URL. You can create a desktop shortcut for the web app, or you may not create the shortcut, and you can add additional profiles. So you can have multiple profiles, user profiles for the same web app. So this is very useful for the users, home users. So one laptop or one desktop you can use between multiple family members, and each can have a web app that can serve the individual use. And what is this BigLinux web app? So there are some pre-installed, or it's a pre-configured web apps called BigLinux web apps. So they are all already toggled on, so they are installed by default. Maybe you have to just start using them. Input the username, your username and password, and then you can just start using them. So that's easy. So it has made the system configurations and everything very accessible to all the users. Many things are pre-configured, so users can just start using the system and get on with their work. So this is very fantastic. Then this is the noise reducer, so you can toggle it on. So you can toggle it to start automatically, You can start the noise filter also automatically. You can see here it is showing that the noise filter is being used by the microphone. Directly you can go over to the audio manager to do other configurations like the microphone volume and other things, or you can toggle it on, and then you can do the testing for the noise reduction. So that is very nice. Configure system voice. So you can set up a system voice here. You can choose the character, so it may be male female voice. You can choose it from here. You can choose the volume, tone and speed of the voice that will interact with you. So this is a accessibility feature. So very big thumbs up to BigLinux team. So they have made it very easy for the users. And this is the OCR to PDF viewer. So you can convert the OCR to a PDF file. OCR is nothing but a optical image. So optical image of the scanned document can be converted to a PDF directly. And you can specify the pages, PDF language, PDF quality. So all these are defaults which can be set early beforehand. Okay, so I think only the control center is there. Control center we will check later. Let us check any other things. So I think these are the links to the forum. So if you click on this, it will open the big Linux forum. So we had changed the default browser to Firefox. So now the link has opened up in Firefox. So everything is working in this system. Yes, so this is the big Linux forum. So that is great. I will now close this. But here you can see one bug is there. We had changed the control window controls from left to the right side, but still the browser window controls are still on the left. So they should have changed over to the right side, but they are not working that way. We have changed the default of window controls from left to right, but it is not getting applied to the browser. So this should be taken care of. Or maybe the welcome screen was open before we did the configuration. That's why the configuration chain has not applied to the welcome screen. Maybe that is a possible reason. Now this is the Telegram, I think. Yes, this is the Telegram link. So 1158 members are there, out of which 62 are online. So quite a big number of users in this group. This is a big group. So now we will go ahead, and the final thing is the donation. So you can donate to the project. Congratulations, you have completed the first steps to use the big Linux. So that is good on our part. We could successfully do it. Now I will close this, and now we are back. So here you can see this black background has come because we changed the theme. So the theme has been changed. It is now Fluent dark. So that's why the black background has come. Earlier it was not there. Now what we will do is we will go over to where it is. Okay, so we can check. This is the application menu. Let us check out the applications that are available by default. So this is the favorite section. In favorite section, you got the big store, control center, LibreOffice Writer, calculator, and Kate. Kate is the text editor. In games, you have got Kmines, Kpatience, Lutris, and Steam. So Steam is installed by default. So that is great. In graphics, you have got the GIMP, GWenView, and the scan page. So scan page is nothing but a simple scanner. In internet section, you got the Brave browser, Firefox, JDownloader, Qubit torrent, and the remote desktop Rust desk. In the multimedia, you got the Clementine, GUV, CView, reduce microphone noise, simple screen recorder, SM player, sound recorder, and the video converter Mistake. In Office, you have got the LibreOffice Suite, with Ocular. In settings, you have got add remove software, big store, control center, and the software update. And in the system, you got Dolphin, console terminal, system guard, and menu editor. Let us check out the system guard. So system is using 740 MB or 0.74 GB. So that's great. It is with this heavy system, you got lot of default applications and lot of configuration has been done. So keeping that in view, it is still very light. If it was a what we can say a plain KDE desktop, then it could have been just 550 MB. But there are many software additions, some configuration changes, there are tweaks to the GUI. That's why the memory usage is little bit more. CPU usage is around CPU usage is also in quite control, less than 10%. So that's great. Okay, menu editor is there. Menu editor nothing to edit the items shown in the application menu. That's the menu editor. In utilities, you have got the arc, that is archiver, calculator, emoji selector, iDevice mounter, KAlarm, Kate, KDE Connect, KFind, QCR for scan PDF, printer queue, run, spectacle. Spectacle is not your screenshot taker, speech or stop selected text. You got this web apps. So these are the web apps that are already pre-configured, I think. Let us try to open anything. Let us check out something. Let us go with Netflix. What happens? Let us see. It should open up the Netflix. Yes. So it is pre-configured. All you have to do is to sign in with your user ID and password, and you can directly start using the web app for Netflix. So like this, you can use other apps also. So you can use Outlook, any app. You can use Skype, WhatsApp. Everything is pre-installed. In the web apps, Google, you got calendar, classroom, contacts, docs, all the typical Google apps are available for use. So let us click on calendar. Let's see what happens. It should open up the Google Calendar. Yes, so first we will have to log in with your user ID and password, then it will allow you to use the Google Calendar in the web app form. We will just let us open the YouTube. Yes, so here also you will have to sign in first and then you can start using the web app. So that is nice. And the power session manager is there. So you got log, log out, save session, switch user, sleep, hibernate, restart and shut down. Okay, now let us check out the wallpapers. So looks beautiful. I like this. We can change over. Let us see this abstract. This is also nice. American bison. Yes. This is also nice one. Dandelion sure will be nice. Yes. Yes. This is the Brazilian one. Brazilian flag is there. This is also nice. Then you got this one. Wallpapers are nice. I like them. They are all pleasing for the eyes. There are some more. So this one is very beautiful. And this one is also nice. This is also nice. Okay, in the top panel, what is there? Let us check out the update. So this is the update manager. Let us see what updates they have for the system. Okay, so only one update is there, 4.4 KB, auto mount partitions in internal disk on boot. So we can apply that, not a issue. So I think this is this PAMAC software store. So that has been reskinned as a big Linux store, but it is PAMAC only. Yes, this GUI I can very well know because I use Manjaro on my desktop for some time, 5-6 months. So this is definitely PAMAC store. Okay, so I will close this down. Here also you can see we had changed the window controls from left to right, but still in the PAMAC store also the window controls are appearing on the left. So maybe it is a bug or I don't know, or maybe after restore after restart all the control window controls will appear properly. Now just let us go over to the control center. So that is only pending. Okay, so we already checked the themes desktop settings. Yes, let us see, restore the program configuration. Let us open this. This is very useful. Suppose in case something happens that you were tinkering with the system and then the tinkering goes horribly wrong, then you can use this restore settings to restore the KDE desktop defaults. You can restore the defaults of Dolphin, Kate, your browsers, Kate, Brave and Firefox. So for these 5 applications you can do that, and maybe we can have some more applications. Yes, for multimedia also you can restore the program in standard mode or the BigLinux distribution mode. So you can restore the program configurations as in standard mode, that is as configured by the developers, or you can restore the program in the BigLinux distribution default configuration. So both the options are available in the graphics. These two apps are available for restoration. Okay, so what we will do is, let us click on this restored in standard distribution. So I think this will change the theme. Let us do it. Let us see what happens. So this will erase all settings done by Sam. Yes. Yes. So here you can see it has changed the theme also. So that is nice. It is working now. So you can see now if you go back, let us go back. I will close this. Let us go over to the themes and desktop settings. You can see it is. Let us check out the themes. Right now which is used. So it will be the default theme of the BigLinux KDE. Let me close this. Let me close this. Okay, so there is some mess up. So it might not be working perfectly, or maybe we can, what we do is, I open this, we restart the system. No, we will not restart, we will just log out. Log out will be better. And now we will again log in. So that will restore the mess up. So this is the way of testing. So okay, so by default, if you do the default restore settings, then these are the default settings for the BigLinux. So there is this KDE panel, like the KDE panel available in all the KDE desktops in all other Linux distros. Okay, so I will again go back to control center. Let us open the theming part. Let us use the Materia Dark, apply it, go over to the desktop, choose the Mac OS, Yes, now it is selected. Enable the performance mode. Close this. Now you can log out. Again log in. Now we are tested. You can see there are two now. One dock is also there and the panel is also there. So this is not working properly as it should work. So the restore function is not working properly. So you can try it on your system, see whether it works, but it is not working in this virtual machine at least. We'll go back to the control center. So we all checked up all these things. Only what is this snapdrop? No app required. Okay, I think this is something like airdrop. You can share your files over the Wi-Fi network using the snapdrop, snapshot and backup. Let us check this out. So only one snapshot is there that was taken after the installation was done, I think. Yes, it is the old snapshot. 9:46. Okay, that is the morning when I installed this system. Okay. Then sound and microphone section. So here you can do the setting for playback, recording, output, input devices and the configuration. So here you can change the profiles of the built-in audio. Then you got this internet manager, connect to internet using Android, integration with Google Drive and OnCloud. So this is important. So this is the, I think, KDE KO integration. So you can add your Google account, Nextcloud, OnCloud and the Open Desktop account here. You can add Windows shares, you can manage connections from here. In the phone, you can use the AirDroid application. So that will connect your Android phone with the system. AirMore is also there. So I think with AirMore, you can connect your system through the Wi-Fi. Android application support is there. Connect to internet using Android, KDE Connect, Snapdrop is there. Okay, customize. You can change the application style, auto start. So this is all typical KDE settings are there. So I will not go in details. You already know the KDE settings. The login screen, you can configure the login screen. That is the simple desktop display manager. From here you can manage your virtual desktops and activities, regional controls, so region and language controls, multimedia controls, account settings and accessibility, privacy features. So you can enable. Let us check out the firewall. So the firewall is this simple GUFW firewall. You can start it. So it is now started with all incoming connection denied and all outgoing connections are allowed. So default configuration is good enough for most of the users. You got the KDE password wallet notification, the password manager. Sorry, not power manager, password manager. These are the servers. You can do the advanced power configuration, Bluetooth, brightness and control, drawing table, energy saving settings, SP printers, scanners, install drivers, joystick, keyboard, monitor, screen, all the device settings are here. These are the system settings. These are all typical KDE settings. You got the USB image writer and the USB stick formatter. So that is good on part of BigLinux to provide this by default. And what is this restore program configuration? Okay, so we have already checked this out. In the development section, you got the Qt assistant, Qt designer, Qt linguist and the QD bus viewer. And in the about section, you got the info center, case system log, storage information, smart, and the system hardware and information, view system and hardware information. So this is the K info center, and this is the additional app installed by BigLinux inside. So the control center is a mix of BigLinux apps as well as the default KDE apps. So it is quite extensive, exhaustive controls are available for the end user. So with this, I am going to stop the video here, and you can see here the dock is also again visible along with the panel. So the restore function for the KDE desktop does not work. So please note this. If you try to do it on your system, you might mess it up. But do try it on your system. You can spin a virtual machine and then check it, and then you can give me feedback. I think there is a issue with the restore function. So with this, I stop the video here. Thank you very much. And another thing you can see, I have before stopping it, the wallpaper has gone away. So the wallpaper is now not visible after the restore KDE desktop settings has been done. So the KDE desktop settings has been done to the default settings. So I think the default used was from the KDE desktop developers and not the BigLinux developers. So that's why the dock and the panel has messed up and the wallpaper has disappeared, and we have got only a black screen in front of us. So with this is the third time, but this is the last time. I'm going to stop the video here. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye bye.